சிறப்பான வடிவமைப்பு 916 ஹால்மார்க் பலவகை கலெக்ஷன்ஸுடன் உங்கள் லக்ஷ்மி ஜுவல்லர்ஸ் பொன்னுருக்கல் மற்றும் தாலிக்கொடியும் செய்து கொடுக்கப்படும். லக்ஷ்மி ஜுவல்லர்ஸ், ஈஸ்ட் ஹாம், லண்டன்.
ஐபிசி தமிழ் நேயர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். இது ஒரு விசேட நிகழ்ச்சியாக அமைய இருக்கின்றது. இன்றைய இந்த நேர்காணலில் நம்மோடு கலந்து கொள்ள இருப்பவர் ஐக்கிய சோசலிச கட்சியினுடைய பொதுச் செயலாளராக இருக்கும் ஸ்ரீதுங்க ஜெயசூரிய. நீண்ட காலமாக அடக்கப்படும் ஒடுக்கப்படும் மக்களுக்காக பல்வேறுபட்ட போராட்டங்களில் ஈடுபட்டு வருபவர். முக்கியமாக தமிழ் பேசும் மக்களுடைய உரிமைகள் சார்ந்தும் தமிழ் பேசும் மக்களுடைய தேசிய இனப்பிரச்சனை சார்ந்தும் அதற்கு ஆதரவாகவும் அதற்கு ஆதரவான போராட்டங்களையும் முக்கியமாக தெற்கில் ஒருங்கிணைத்தவரும் தமிழ் போராட்ட சக்திகளோடு நீண்ட காலமாக வேலை செய்து வருவருமான ஸ்ரீதுங்க ஜெயசூரிய அவர்களை இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் நாங்கள் நேர்காணல் செய்ய இருக்கின்றோம். அவர் தமிழ் பேச இயலாதவர், தமிழ் மொழி பற்றி ஃப்ளூவெண்ட்டாக பேச இயலாதவர் என்ற காரணத்தினால் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி முழுமையாக ஆங்கிலத்திலே அமைய இருக்கின்றது. நேரடியாக நாங்கள் நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு செல்லலாம். Welcome to this IBC Tamil special interview. Today we have a guest from the South, United Socialist Party's General Secretary, Mr. Sridunga Jayasuriya is with us today, a long-standing supporter of Tamil-speaking people's rights and especially Tamil-speaking people's national question. He fought for it and he is a one of the biggest supporter from the South for the Tamil speaking people's rights. I welcome him to this show. Sri, can I start with a question? How do you see the current situation and what is your position on this situation?
Yeah, our position is very clear. I mean, the Rajapaksa government, both Gotabaya and Mahinda came back to power in 2019. With the full of hopes, especially among the Sinhala community, the majority Sinhala Buddhist community, and he's been promoted as a savior of the nation. And to there are so many national security, so many things has been the ideas promoted. But we were very clear as a United Socialist Party. We were very clear from the very beginning. Even the last presidential election time, we said, I mean, this Rajapaksa, the family clique, is going to finish the country, ruin the country, and they can't solve any of the fundamental problems faced by the Sri Lankan people. Not only Sinhala, the Tamils and the Muslims and the Burghers and the plantation Tamils and all other the minorities. Nearly 2.5 years in power, the Gotabaya, he could not do anything. The prices went up, all the prices, I mean commodity of the items and the other things, you see, like medicine and the fuel, the gas and all kinds of things. And other thing is, I mean, the Rajapaksa family is they don't prepare to hear to the people. They think this is I mean their property. The Sri Lanka country is their private property. So with this situation, and the March this year 29th started the campaign by the 2,000-3,000 people surrounded by the President Gotabaya's the private house, and they I mean shouted the slogan that Gota should go home. That's how the well-known, the worldwide known the what you call the slogan. They started, Gota, go home. And then later on, I mean about 2-3 days later, and the people, the young people especially, I mean they started as a no political the links, right? And as an independent movement. And they said they're going to occupy the Goldface Green until the Gota resign or go home. And now it has, anyway, because of the, the smaller time, the but now that more than 24 days this campaign going on, and not only that, this the 28th the April, that's about a week ago, the trade unions, after very big delay, the trade unions came together, and the major trade unions as a two main centers, they came together and met together and decided to go for a one-day token general strike. And it was I could say, as a member, as a person who took part in 1980 general strike, right? That strike, not only the workers, even the older people supported the strike, 1980, during the J.R. Javadana's period. But what happened on the 28th April, no comparison to the general strike. Because you see, this shows the frustration of the people. For example, leave it aside the Colombo. Like Matara, Tangol, Kandy, Kurunegala, Anuradhapura, those distance areas, maybe strikers is something like maximum 5,000 in those the small cities. A huge number of older people took part. More than 20, 30, 40,000 people gathered in support of the strike. So this shows how unpopular this government. What is the mood of the people? People asking the Rajapaksa family should go out of the rule. But it is not going to happen. They want this power because they may be fear. If they get out from the power, where are they going to go? They have to go to jail or the abroad. I don't think people will allow if that happens. People will block the airport. They're blocking the Rajapaksas to leave the country. So they are very fear about their life and their families. That's why, many of those were the people, families went abroad during the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. Now, the situation has come to the face-to-face, neck-to-neck situation, right? Within the parliament, there are so many people coming to this side, going to this side. We
all see these dramas in the parliament for a long time, particularly the Tamil-speaking people. They don't believe these things at the moment because you can see that there was no that much hesitation or the agitation happening in the north or east at the moment, because the people in the north and east see this is just sending out the Gotha family from the ruling power. Does it mean is it going to give in the power or the rights for the minorities in number in Sri Lanka?
Yeah, you see, I have the hearing problem. I didn't have this hearing gadget.
That's fine.
So I was not expected to have this today. Anyway, so as far as I have understood your question, you see, the support of the North and East is very important for this struggle. At the same time, how this present mass struggle will consolidate the rights of the minorities and to leave them without any harmony and other the powers, you see. So what I said in the parliament, right? They are crossing over one to the other side, and we don't know what's exactly going to happen. Tomorrow they are going to be, because Deputy Speaker resigned, and they are going to be a vote on the Deputy Speaker. We don't care, what is happening. But because I don't think, as I said before, this Rajapaksa family is prepared to go out unless we build up the very strong mass movement together with the general strike. So now we have set the date on the 6th of the May for the second the token general strike together with Hartal. That is a bit different from the April 28th, because of course April 20th, some of the shops, especially in the hill country, Nuwara Hatton, and some of the shops in Colombo, they closed. But we are asking for a full, the closure of the country, starting from the school children and all the workers, everyone to, join the strike, and the total stop of all the function of the country. That's what means the Hartal. You see, but now, today, the latest news, what I got it, and government is preparing to counter this one, right? So it can be some clashes, it can be some, there was a cost of lives, I don't know. So this shows, the organization tomorrow morning, all the trade unions going to have the delegate congress to discuss how we're going to launch the Hartal together with the general strike on the 6th. And if this government is not going to go out of the power, the trade unions has decided to go for indefinite the Hartal and together the strike from the May 11th.
Okay. Hopefully you will hear it. The question is, if the Gota family, the Rajapaksa family will be removed from the ruling power, is it good for the Tamils? Like, is it the Tamils' rights can be win through this protest or through this situation? Do you think that because the Tamil has a hesitation to join in the current protest, current ongoing protest, because they don't see that their political demands hasn't been put through in this protest? What do you see? How do you see this issue?
Yeah, that's a good question, really. In reality, the Tamils, the participation of this ongoing the mass movement, strike or the Hartal, is in a bit of low key, not in a full scale. I could see as a Marxist, as a socialist, I could see the Tamils see this mass movement is mixed up with the Sinhala nationalist slogan, because the many people is carrying the Lion national flag, because you see it is not accepted by Tamils, it is not accepted by the present national flag by the Muslims. So on the other hand, you see even 1917 the Bolshevik revolution, it didn't come as a clear one. Revolution comes with all kinds of mixtures, but what is the dominating the force within this movement? I don't think it's a single nationalist movement can dominate this. So because of that, we can see, the last few days, the national anthem is singing by the Tamil, and some Buddhist monks has come to obstruct that, and they were chased out. And there are many positive the things is taking place within this movement. So Tamil should understand, right? I think Tamil should fully take part of this the campaign. Especially the Hartal on the 6th, right? Jaffna and the Kilnochi, Mena, Vaune, and those areas, they should take this as a big, because this is the movement who agreed the rights of the Tamils, who agrees of the Tamil-speaking people, including Muslims, right? So this is a very big positive development from this mass movement. Of course, as I said before, there are many other the communal, semi-communal, the people, because this mass movement, the majority of this mass movement, the supporters of the Gota, of the 6.9 million people, right? So these people supported Gota with the Lion flag. Now they have come to the case, the quota, with the land flag. So we can't put the what you call the ban on that. You can't bring the national flag. Then it can create an unnecessary problem. So I think this is an opportunity for the Tamils to take part. But unfortunately, the Tamil party establishment is not, of course, they are not objecting, they are supporting, but they are not fully participating. I think this is, this is a crucial test on the 6th of May, how the Tamil people in the northern areas going to come out on the Hartal.
The Tamil party leaders or the Tamil leaders, what they accused, the progressive, at least the progressive section or the left from the south, they are not supporting the Tamil rights, or they are part of the Sinhala nationalism in some times. They don't come forward us. They should come forward us first. That's why they're accusing it. How do you see that?
Yeah, you see, as I said, there's some truth on it. There's some truth on it, but it is not the what you call that's not the end of the story. You see, there are certain elements who represent the Sinhala national the sentiment. But you see, as this movement, it's a very boldly they accepted accepting the Tamils, and not only the Tamils. You see, they have a strong movement against the Catholics, but Catholic priests are, fully take part on this the campaign. That's a very positive development. So because of that, I think rather than Tamils just trying to say we are not very clear what their slogans, we are not very Tamil, as a Tamils, we are not very clear how they're going to accept our demands or, things like that. Right? But I think this is a mass struggle, right? The Tamils should come out with their own slogans. In the Hartal, in the east, the north especially, they should come out. Including right of self-determination, right, and that's one of the the demand, and not only that, even they can, I don't know, you have to develop this in stages, right? The question of the homeland, right? So all these are there, but you can't expect the 100% guarantee of any community. For example, even the workers, right? Some section workers are questioning what's going to happen to us after this strike and what we're going to get it, right? But this is not the time to go into those details. We want to, we are not going to end once the Gota family, the Rajapaksa family go out. We are looking for a socialist change. But this is the step towards that. This is a step towards that. This is a positive development. And what we are calling for, not the interim government, what interim government can do. Interim government, this Udaya Gammampila telling there is no money, at least they need 1 year to have the election. I think within 3 months, they should, dissolve the government, go for a fresh election. That is the immediate demand what we are putting forward, right? Gota should go home, Mahinda should go home, dissolve the parliament, and elect the new parliament. So within that this thing, the Tamil the people have the big room to come as a one force. To build the very the powerful the force in the Tamil areas against the Rajapaksa regime.
Everyone asking the question, what is next after Gota, the Rajapaksa family resigned or sent off? So is it, some people say we don't want to re-elect SJP or UNP or sometimes JVP, particularly from the Tamil's voice. we don't have any participation in the president election. We don't want to select the president. We don't want to elect any president from the south who denying the Tamils' rights. So at the moment, this is the question: if the election will happen, what is the solution for the Tamil-speaking people or the people who are minorities in numbers in Sri Lanka? What is the choice they have?
As I said before, this is somewhat turning point on Sri Lankan politics. After 74 years since the Sri Lanka got the independence from the British, the Sri Lanka has been ruled by one party to another party, like many other countries anyway. It's not a new thing. But you see, now what we can see, the process of the formation of the new political movement is being started. For example, the UNP split, and the UNP is one of the major capitalist party which been ruled more than 29 years of this country, but they kept one single the parliament MP, right? Similarly, the SLFK, I mean, this Gotabaya and Mahinda formed the new party of this port tour, right? Podujana Eksa Peramuna. You see, that's also the divide in the SLFK, and they form. So that means the Sri Lanka is, that shows Sri Lanka is looking for a change. What we are putting forward at the moment, not just change, we want what we call socialist change, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. But with this, I mean, now the mass movement, I feel the new formation, new political formation will on the card. Neither UNP nor the SJPP or the JVP is going to, I mean, what you call, dominate in the coming parliament. I don't think so. I mean, a new political formation might come forward, I mean, among the youth and some the section of the who are in the forefront of the struggle. That's the one thing could happen. But this is, I mean, very difficult to predict exactly how this is going to develop. But as I said, but the crucial thing is, right, because there's another slogan of all 225 should go home. That's the number of the MPs in the parliament, in Sri Lanka parliament, 225. You see, people say all 225 should go. We don't want anyone. So this show, I mean, this is the positive thinking, really speaking. And because the masses, who are in the streets, they are fed up of these people. They are wasting money, time, and everything, right? So this slogan has come, right? Whoever going to elect to the parliament, they should not get the pay. If any member is really required to leave him, then consider. Otherwise, they should take what you call the parliamentary position as a duty, as the guest duty, not as the paid the MP. So these are the demands. I don't know how much those things can take place, right? Another thing is, I mean, bringing the new constitution. Then the question will come whether the new constitution is going to guarantee the rights of Tamil people.
Let's discuss about it. We need to discuss further about it. We need to discuss about the constitutional change and the rights and the economic policy as well. How is going to be changed? If we change the ruling party, what other economic policy will save the country? And there's lots of discussion going around about that as well. So we have lots of things to discuss. We need to take a small commercial break on this interview. Please stay tuned with us.